Hey guys, Casey Maxwell here with Art of Divine Touch. So I'm just hanging out at home in my comfy clothes. We've got that fall weather and it's really chilly outside today. And I was thinking we're getting a little bit introverted already, going in for a time of reflection, and wanted to discuss feelings and the things around how most of our life and our spirit body and our energy body and this physical body, everything is living and breathing and talking through vibration, which is also these feelings that we have, our emotions, and how they vibrate, how they ring, and how they resonate within us and off of us and to others. And while discussing little bits of this, I thought it would be fun to do a painting in the moment now with all of you, just hanging out, letting the expression happen, and fluidly talking to you about emotion and feeling as it comes to me in the moment. So thanks for being here. So this is my little setup I've got going on. Just gonna rock it on the floor. Got my little canvas on my little easel. I got my paints over here. So I'm going to be doing this technique here where I put the gesso on the canvas and paint while it's still wet. And I've been really loving this because I like using acrylics and I haven't used oils in a really long time. But you get that kind of effect in this flowing movement, this fluidity with the way the paints just blend really well with this gesso. So I'm going to get all my colors out here. Got some purple, some red. We'll be mixing some colors. I'm not sure what's going to happen yet. I got a little different visions and feelings, vibrations coming up. So a bit of what I wanted to discuss with these feelings, these visions, and these vibrations, how we interact with the world around us, and a huge part of the essence of our nature and our creation and our makeup as souls in these physical bodies, and remembering experience, and how our DNA is like a holograph. And let's get a blue in there. So everything we've ever experienced in these lives, past lives, this life, seen, witnessed, done through any type of emotion that we've ever collected through these forms of expression in this physical reality, we experience and take snapshots of these pictures, just like everything our eyes see, everything we perceive through our eyes, back into our pineal and pituitary glands, and then radiating throughout our whole body, causing this deep cause and effect. And this is where we get that intrinsic unity between our physical and spiritual body, and the balance that causes our physical to react with our emotional to react with our physical. So everything we've ever said, done, felt, it gets captured and becomes an essence, becomes a makeup, a part of who we are. But the beauty about the creatures that we are, that not a lot of people express, is that we have the ability to change that genetic makeup, the essence of our DNA and our body, our physical well-being, by being one with Great Spirit and our souls, and having awareness of the essence of who we are. we're able to consciously act in a different way. We wake up in the morning wanting to set a different intention, even if we're feeling overwhelmed and we have this emotion around how we're going to embrace the day. And maybe it even frustrates us more that we know that how we wake up is how our day is already going to be perceived. But to be able to accept a different story and then to feel it. So not just to become aware of these things, but then we have to start feeling them, because we constantly react to the world around us instead of responding, and we're reacting with emotions and with feelings. So to be able to counteract the lower vibrational energies or negative thought forms that we are creating and manifesting around us, we need to set that intention of thinking something different, and then we need to feel it. And we need to practice feeling it deeply. And that comes with imagination and visualization. How we imagine is a huge part of how we create, how we communicate, and how we evolve. And it gives us control of the ability to change things based on our perception and our structures and our belief systems. And this is where we get into feeling and creating, and we get into this artistic way of being, this feeling that becomes so brilliant that it becomes the essence of everything we think about, everything we want to do. And not just for ourselves and for others, because there's this beauty about the way it feels different, feels pure, that you don't have to question it, you don't have to understand it, but to feel it. The same as when we do shadow work, or we approach anything in life, we don't want these feelings of resistance to come up that cause us to not want to act in a very positive and proactive way, or the resistance to face our fears that becomes a part of this beautiful journey of changing and evolving and growing and becoming stronger and wanting to become stronger. The more we choose to stay stuck, the more stuck we will be. And it's easy sometimes to just harp on ourselves and let the self-doubt and all of these lower emotions, these overwhelming and controlling vibrations, to not have control, to not perceive them as being controlling any longer, but to perceive choosing positive thought forms, to perceive beautiful things in your imagination and the way you create, to hold a new tone, to resonate with something different, more vibrant or more beautiful, even if it's just a picture of the way colors change and make you feel. To see something come alive out of your own instinctual form of expression, way of being, what your soul has carried with you. Even for me, when it comes down to making music recently, or having fun with editing things on my computer, I'm able to mess with the volume, say on one clip of edit. Editing one clip of this song I'm creating and putting these different musical instruments together and these different sounds and tones. And I want to adjust the volume. And I want to adjust the volume with the clicker, the mouse, on my laptop just the right way. So every clip that I choose to have that same level of volume will have the same level of volume, or alternative, or one up or one down. So say I want everything to be on 5. This low volume of 5, not 100%, but 5%. I want it to be just kind of echoing in this bass vibration in the background, this really low tone, a lower frequency. And I try to get all of them just right, but the clicker on my laptop is driving me crazy. It's not working. Or I'm really struggling to hold my finger still to get it just right. And then I'm overthinking it, and the frustration causes me to not be able to figure it out. I'm letting this feeling of it not working take control of me. And in that moment, I became aware that I needed to feel something different. I needed it to resonate differently for me to collect myself. I realized I wasn't approaching it the way that I could have been approaching it. And it just needed to flow. So I closed my eyes and I took a few deep breaths, and I did a little bit of energy work real quickly and set my intention, really wanting to get these volumes to be just right. And as I did that, there was a knowing, and this knowing was a vibration, and the vibration was the energy that I could feel through the anticipation of the tone that I needed to hear specifically in the change of volume, and what the tone of number 5% of 100% of the volume was going to be. And there was a tone based on how the volume changed. It was a slight vibration, and it was being able to feel that vibration and apply it to the sound of what 5% on the volume scale would be as it changes and slightly alters the music that it's playing. And it worked. I didn't have to stress where my finger needed to be anymore to change the volume, or to be getting so really frustrated with my mouse. But I had the ability to just really allow. So I had the ability to really allow myself to feel that vibration differently, to hone into this different level of perception. And it was just a feeling. In those moments that we keep awakening, where we set our intention to stop when we're frustrated, because we know we really want and need to feel something different because of how we're becoming aware of how those feelings, those thought processes, those reactions, instead of those responses, have a cause and effect. It's not just stories we talk about anymore, or an awareness that's there that we don't act on, but we begin to act on it. We want to feel something different in this way. It becomes so much more than an awareness. these things that we know to be true in our soul, because it's a feeling. And we tune those feelings out. We've gotten to a place because of our experience in the world that if we can't trust our own family, if we can't trust one another, how can we trust ourselves? Because it becomes a mere reflection. If you have trouble trusting your family, and they have trouble trusting you, and this cause and effect in these decisions that we've made, things that have changed us in history, some things we consciously remember having a part of and some we don't. But whether we remember or not, whether we're doing any type of regression work at all, what's important is about being in the moment now. And because we are aware of these realities and these things that we can remember and the possibilities of how life is, how it grows, how it changes, we see all the possibilities of what it means to change how we feel now in this moment. To really see how we're being affected, how we're affecting others, and the future of everybody to come, and the future that we may possibly be reborn back into. Dreams are not just something that you wish for or that you hope for, because you are already living a dream and you are already creating something based on everything you think and feel and do. Getting to a place where you take conscious action through simply choosing to feel more deeply. Not to change your feeling from one extreme to another. Not to go from, oh, I'm depressed, I should instantly be happy now, or oh, I'm happy and maybe I don't have the right to be happy, I should go back to being depressed, or maybe I shouldn't be humble, or maybe I shouldn't be excited. There's an overwhelming amount of emotions and reactions to how we want to interact with the world. The difference in what I'm asking you to feel is not jumping into another emotion. It's sitting down in a still moment long enough to feel the truth of the situation based on how the vibration in your body tells you it feels. The vibration in your body tells you how you are feeling and reacting in a situation, and how someone else may be feeling or reacting in a situation. The vibration in your body will give you a smell, will give you a taste. It will show you signs as that vibration radiates with the inner workings of Mother Earth and of everything within and around her as we move with her in time. It is all based on feelings. How those feelings cause an expression, but how those vibrations are the essence of those feelings, and how those vibrations are made up of so much more than ever we could ever think or perceive. how can we think and perceive it differently? We have to take the time to want to. We have to take the time to be still and to tell ourselves that we are love, that everyone is love, that all things are love and all things feel. Are we ignorantly hurting ourselves and others because we don't have the knowledge of the true effect we are taking on the world around us? And this butterfly effect and these dominoes and these spirals and these swirls of constant everlasting life and creation are being affected by us. There is so much in beauty and in essence, regardless of the amount of knowledge or wisdom or theory or philosophy. We have these moments to truly understand it with a knowing through a vibration that we feel that tells us what the truth is based on how love really feels to us in the moment of creating something magnificent. Thank you guys again for being present with me, sitting in discussion and experiencing my Bob Ross experience. Today we are feeling. This is our fluidity on the canvas of all the possibilities of expression through allowing the colors to blend and the swirls to happen. Oh, I'd say it kind of looks like a peacock or something. It's been a gift to just sit here and experience this moment with you. Through some form of expression. See you in a minute with the finished piece. Blessings, guys. Thanks. Till next time. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out and watching me paint and express myself in the moment as we discuss what feelings are like and how to sink deep within them and become aware of them and not only have that awareness, but proactively try to feel something different. Back here we have the finished piece. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Till next time.